What is up, YouTube? Today we are going to be doing another coaching video. I haven't done one of these in a bit, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. It is Circuit Jungle, and yeah, we're going to go ahead and move into it. Alright, there's no music or anything on this VOD. Just remember that these games are recorded by someone else, and then I just literally watch. As you can see, it's in the highest quality possible. So please don't complain about the quality. I can't really do anything about it. It's the best I could possibly get. So we see he started red pot, he started the right health pots, right mana pots, everything's good so far. Clear is pretty standard. He's a Thanatos solo, which is weird. He has a really aggressive duo lane. He has a Nox middle, which could be good or could be bad. The other team looks really strong. Thor, he's against a Thor jungle, Raijin middle, Athena support, Chiron ADC, and Vamana solo. So far they're good though. They cleared faster, he's getting fire creeps. No real complaints so far. It's really, if you can get fire creeps and one of the mid camps, I mean, you're automatically ahead. Okay, so alright, we're gonna pause real quick. That circumstance right there was better for him and the Nox to bait the Thor in and just get the mids. He could have reset, or he could have stayed on them and tried to finish them off, but realistically, getting them a little bit lower, making the Thor come in, and then switching to the Thor, hitting him with the double combo would have been better. Simply because they could have forced beads on Thor, they could have killed Thor, they could have forced them out, and then they could have gotten mids, and then they could have gotten mid wave. Now what happens is Raijin out pushes them because Raijin full clears at like level 1. Now they have to clear the wave. I'm pretty sure Raijin already took left mid, so those are down. At least I would assume they're down as of right now. So right mids are the only mids that are up. Now they're going to get even farther behind, which is not ideal. Okay, they're not doing the mids, which is weird. The Raijin Thor on the other team 100% should have done the mids. I don't know why they wouldn't have done the mids. They didn't do the left mids either, so I was completely wrong. So if this is a higher tier game, what I explained would have happened. I don't know what these guys on the other team are doing, to be completely honest with you. That was good. It was kind of really poor play from the other team. But he played it right. They should end up getting both mids off of this. Now, like I said, this is, I guess, more just critiquing the other team. Like I said, the Thor Raijin should have done those mids, and the Raijin should have sold left mids earlier. Because Raijin outclears everybody and can clear mids with both of his abilities. It's really not too hard, so I don't know why he didn't do either. They've misplayed. The other team has misplayed very, very hard as of right now. Hopefully, now that they have control of mid timers and control of fire creep timers, they can stagger everything and just control all of it for however long that may be. Yeah, they did not get left mids. I would have. They definitely should have gotten both mids off of that. There was no reason not to. Like, zero reason for them not to have both mids. And fire creeps just spawned and they aren't on that side of the map, which is kind of sketchy. Unless Thanatos can get them, but it doesn't look like Thanatos is winning the wave clear. So I doubt he gets them, and that's, I don't know, it's pretty given it's Vamana versus Thanatos. Unless the Thanatos is killing the Vamana over and over again, it's not going to happen. So, right there, I don't know if he meant to, but you see he said, retreat, I'm building stacks, I'll gank. He should have told them to fight. He should have been spamming gank, fight left lane, telling them, hey, I'm coming, bait yourself. Honestly, it's kind of more of a VGS tip, but easily could have told them to gank, and now it seems like they're going to get out. That was a very, very, very big misplay. Chiron was his Nox was coming in. The only thing that could really save the Chiron would be beads and Athena ult, and at least he would have traded beads for his ult. Instead, the Nox wasted ult, the Athena ulted, and unless the other team misplays really hard here, nothing crazy is going to happen. Okay, so we're seeing massive misplay from the other team. There's no initiation from the Raijin. He just dashed in for no reason without doing any damage. The Raijin wasted beads before Ares ult went off. So that was a horrible play from the other team, and honestly pretty bad play from the Circuit and the Nox combo. They aren't really using the combo at all so far, which is bad. With Nox, you really have to be winning the poke battle. You're not going to 100-0 someone this early. You're going to do a lot of poke damage. And as long as you're consistently doing that, you will see more success. It is good they stole red buff. They did end up with a kill. Once again, if these kids on the other team were any good or at all of a high level of play, this game would not be going in the Circuit Nox's favor. Raijin Thor is probably one of the most aggressive mid lane combos between the mid and the jungle there is, and the other team just you could see the Raijin jumped into 4 people. He just freed in. Whoops, did not mean to pause that. I'm surprised that he hasn't gone to the fire creeps and the solo lane yet. Circuit does very, very well against Vamana. Like, Circuit is one of the best Vamana killers, aside from Odin, I think, in the game. Odin can even be a problem, because a good Vamana can actually cancel Odin's leap bird bomb combo. Plus, fire creeps are 90 gold if you get all 3. So you really should be focusing on fire creeps if nobody else is doing them. It seems no one's doing them. You should go right in. He should have gone right in and ulted. He should ult instead of 2. Hopefully, just ult. He's healing. Just ult. Alright, well that works. He easily could have just ulted and been in a much better situation. That was a smart move for him to throw him away and not risk getting killed. If there's any doubt in your mind that, like, hey, I might die here, I might mess up, or this guy might be able to kill me, just take the safe way out. He got a kill. He doesn't need to risk it to get another kill and potentially die. Take the win and keep going. Which is basically what he did. He threw the Thor away, jumped away, saved his life, and was good to go. Now he's already back on the left side of the map.
Left lane, my way. Your left tower is under attack.
This could be a really good gank. Okay, we're pausing. He dashed in there and had the potential to get a double taunt and didn't even try. I understand landing both of your 2 on one person does a little bit more damage. It's only rank 2 at this point. It is a little bit more damage. If he were to get the double taunt, though, he could pull them both in and avoid the Athena taunting or using anything to stop his team from getting into the fight. So maybe practice the double taunt. And the double taunt for me, what I'm saying is, you land your 2, you throw 2 of it out. So your second ability throws out 1 taunt and then throws out a second taunt, or whatever you want to call it, a madness or whatever it's called. It can throw out 2, so you can hit 2 different people with it, and they'll start attacking each other. And it's one of the strongest combos in the game, between the 2 people attacking each other for like 50 or 60, whatever it is, and you landing your 1 on 2 people at the same time. It's so much damage at the same time that the people taking it can't react and can't really do anything and are going to freak out, especially at a lower level. So if he were to get a double taunt there, and then obviously his 1 wasn't up in that situation, but in a regular situation, your 1 would want to be up, he could kill and crush. And I think right there would have been better to go for the double taunt, 100%. Because even if you don't hit it, he guaranteed the first one. The first one automatically hit. So when you know your first one's going to hit, go for a second one. Like, there's no reason not to. You miss out on a little teeny bit of damage, but potentially could control 2 people for a long time. I do like this pathing. It's really, really good pathing. His 1 didn't triple hit right there, which is pretty bad. He's gonna get a free kill. Nice. That was good. Damn, being aggressive. I like it. Oh, if he... Wait, I don't really know why he threw his silence out. He's dead. Yeah, I wouldn't have stayed and fought the Thor. I like the aggressiveness, but it's one of those situations where you're like... It's kind of like when the Thor ulted on him, where he threw the Thor away. He should just take the win and get out. Granted, like you can see, he just typed. The Thanatos didn't follow at all. Thanatos had ult. I think the Thanatos might have backed or been trying to back. So if he was at all healthy, I wasn't looking, he could have fought. He easily could have executed somebody, which would have obviously healed him up and changed the entire fight. Shit happens. That's life. I don't understand how... Oh, I wanted to talk about one thing. When he went on the Raijin at mid camps, he didn't land all 3 hits of his 1. Your 1 can hit 3 times if you use it properly. Watch. Hopefully he uses it. He just used it on the speed camp there. You saw him. He can hit 3 times. You really need to master hitting that 3 times. If you're not hitting it 3 times, you're not playing Circuit anywhere near the full potential. The fact that it hits 3 times and you're able to do it is really, really important. This guy is dead. I wouldn't waste ult if I were him. Okay, I wouldn't have ulted that at all. I would have just ulted him to death. If he were to get his dash off, you could just jump to him and then ult, but it was worth kind of waiting to see what happens to save your ult. Now, fire creeps just spawned. He can see they're all going to red, and he's not going to fire creeps. So he's missed out. We're 9 minutes in. He's missed out on fire creeps like 4 times already. Free 90 gold 4 times. So almost 400 gold, 350 gold, whatever it is, 360 gold is missing. Simply because he's not on the correct side of the map. Ores are worth a lot, but it's better for his Cupid to just solo them. The Cupid's not having an issue in lane. He definitely should have gone and gotten fire creeps. This guy's playing super far up, has no awareness, which is really, really bad, but seems like he might get out. Okay, this guy's not running in a straight line, which is... Oh, nice, he sniped him. That was good. That Chiron misplayed super hard. He should just walked in a straight line. Granted, I know he had speed buff, but the Chiron easily, assuming he has golden bow and boots, he could have just run in a straight line and gotten away. Would have been low, but he would have lived instead of running side to side, eating free autos. I didn't even realize they did Gold Fury. I guess his team did Gold Fury when he was killing... I don't even know when that was. I think the Cupid and Ares might have just done Gold Fury by themselves. I wasn't paying attention. It looks like the... Okay, fire creeps are despawned now, so there's no more of that. And his solo lane is losing pretty hard. He's got a level lead, but he's like losing the lane. I wouldn't be surprised if he's barely up on gold simply because the Vamana's probably pushing creeps in a tower every wave. If I were the Circuit and you counterpick a Vamana that hard, I would, and fire creeps are there, I would have put a lot more pressure on that side of the map. That was a great ult. That was a fantastic Circuit ult. That was perfect. Throwing it back into the Cupid ult, hitting the double one, spreading the poison was really, really good. That was a good turn. They changed a 1 for none to a 2 for 1. It's good. Good shit. Don't be afraid to kill tanks either, yeah. Don't be afraid to kill people like Athena ever. Especially this early in the game when the Athena's still squishy. This Raijin has no idea how to play Raijin. At all. Rough. Like he has no, his dash is down. That's a free kill. These guys have no awareness whatsoever. What? What are they doing? Okay, that was a really, really... I don't know what his Nox is doing, and I don't know why he leaped. He should have just walked, honestly. Right, they have a DC, so I'm just going to skip ahead. Once there's a DC, it's kind of less relevant. Hopefully this isn't DC for the whole game. There, he's back. Goal lead is 5k at 13 minutes, which is good. It could be even higher. The point of these videos is to help you improve in any way possible. And in this game specifically, not farming the camps properly is one of the biggest things right now that I see. It's great to want to gank and help out a lane and stuff like that, but when one side of the map is like a guaranteed farm plus gank potential like the solo lane, instead of forcing all the way, you notice a couple times he's ran from the speed side of the map all the way to the duo lane, which is not your best choice. Hopefully the Thanatos goes on the Athena here. Nice leap away. Watch out for those creeps. Yeah, he's gonna die to creeps. Yeah. that was a pretty big misplay. Anytime you see a big wave in front of you, there's always the risk of the wave out pushing your wave and then turning on you, which is gonna happen. He realistically should have just stopped and backed right where he was. That would have been his best choice. He's been ahead a little bit here. He's doing buffs. That was perfect awareness. Okay, he rushed the 2. Now he's kind of freaking out, which is annoying. You really need to work on your steadiness of your camera, dude. Oh, I canceled his ult. That's such an annoying thing, man. It's not even a bug. That's meant to be in the game. Super annoying. That was a big misplay by him, though. He rushed his 2. The Thor's hammer throw was down, and the Thor ran into creeps to avoid the 2. It looked like maybe not even on purpose. The Thor was in the creeps, which made him avoid the 2. he should have won on top of the Thor and the 3 melee creeps, and then tried to 2 after, because he could have killed the creeps with his 1. Then 2 the Thor's poisons would have been up all the same, it just would have been in a different order. It's one of the few times that order is actually better. And then he could have ulted and killed him. Instead, the Thor just waited till his Hammer Throw came back up because he has full CDR and dips. That was, granted, it's not game breaking. That was a misplay, and it could have been played a lot different. That was a lot of. That's perfect. Okay, all right, so that was rushed. Sometimes when you land your 2 and your 1, and someone dashes away or leaps away, you want to get the auto off so bad, right? You just want to get it done. Well, if he had waited, he could have blinked. You see his blinks coming off cooldown. He could have blinked into the Chiron and landed the auto he needed and potentially killed him. If he landed 2 autos, he could have crit either time and would have definitely killed him. And then he could have leaped back out. Like, he could have tower dove, hit him with 2 autos, and then leaped out and lived. But now he wasted his leap because he was, I wouldn't say aggressive, he was just antsy and just rushed it. You need to take your time. Sometimes you will miss your auto and shit happens. So just take your time and make sure you get the best out of the situation.
An enemy was obliterated. Enemy ultimate incoming.
That was a late beads. Alright. Here's a tip for you guys. Anytime you hear a Thor go up in the air and you think there's potential you are the target, have your finger on the beads. The second you get stunned, like not even a second, you can see the circle on top of you. The second you see the circle on top of you, if it's gonna hit you, beads, be ready. You can see he reacted a little late. He's probably gonna die. Oh, he might live. He might live for it. Wow. Okay, well, he got crazy lucky right there. I'm surprised Thor didn't beads and kill him. But yeah, you can be faster with the beads, and the faster you are, the more potential you have of turning a shitty situation into a good situation. That's just the way it is. So I would really work on trying to beads a little bit quicker. Like I said, it's not game breaking, but it is something you can improve on, and it affects a lot more than you think. Smite and MOBAs in general, the smallest things add up very quickly. I used to harp on that a lot when I did coaching and lessons and stuff like that, but the smallest changes and the smallest tweaks can make your gameplay go from average to really good really fast.
I'm going for jungle buff.
The ward vision on the map is kind of weak right now because they're 20 minutes in and they're so far ahead that Fire Giant is actually a possibility. So I would start warding the Fire Giant side of the map right now in this game. Alright, this should be a kill. Okay, this guy just dashed in. Yeah, this Raijin is actually like shit. Okay, he rushed his 2 again. Or his 3, sorry. You can't rush your 3. Just because someone gets a 2-inch separation from you does not mean you have to leap right away. I think that's like the 4th time he's done it. He's leaping too soon. He didn't even need to leap. He killed him without leaping. There was no... I think his poison just spread like 5 times through creeps, which is awesome. Really lucky because the Raijin's an idiot, but that was awesome. Yeah, you need to stop rushing the jumps. You do not want to do that as Serket. Just because someone gets any space does not mean you have to jump right away. Let them figure out where they're going. Let you figure out where they're going. Make sure there's no one else on the team around. Because if you jump and you miss your jump, you're probably going to die or you're going to be super out of position, which has happened multiple times this game. You're going to miss autos. You're not going to be able to get your auto off sometimes out of ults. That's just the way Serket works. The 3 will be what you use to catch up to people after they leap or dash. But if they just walk away, that means you're rushing your auto and you're not taking your time to begin with. So that's causing you to get farther behind them or miss the auto, whichever it is. You just need to relax. After you do a full combo and ult, take your time and land the auto. You have speed buff usually. You're Serket. You have a taunt. You have a 1. They'll come back off cooldown. You have a blink. You have the leap. You're pretty fat. Like, you just have a lot going for you. There's no reason to rush that at all. That looks like the game is coming to an end here soon. Oops, I'm going to skip back a little bit. I don't want to miss this fight.
On my way.
They did get some fire vision, which is good. It's just not very deep. I wouldn't have wasted my leap there if I were him at all. That was a good blink. That was a really good blink. That was a great ult. The Aegis was down, so it should be a kill. Yeah, that was a really, really good use of ult. He just kind of knew he was going to get the kill and got out. Perfect play. That was a miss on the 1 right there. That happens sometimes when you taunt too close. You really have to use your 1 properly. It can be annoying sometimes. It's hard to get used to, but make sure you pay attention to when your 1 doesn't hit the 3 times or doesn't hit at all, because there are small tweaks you can do with your 1 that'll cause it to actually do the damage needed. That was pretty freaking free, dude. I think that's the game. I'm gonna go ahead and check real quick. Let's see if they defend the fire giant properly. Well, I guess it is defending it because you're defending it from the Athena. Okay, they're not defending it properly right now. Alright, he definitely 110,000% should have killed the Athena. The Nox went and either zoned or just tried to keep the Athena out, which didn't work. He died. You have ult, leap, 2, 1. You have everything up and beads. You're not going to die. The second he saw Athena, he should have taunted. He should have jumped on him. He should have 3'd because his blink would have been on cooldown from autoing the fire giant. He should have 3'd on top of him, 2, 1, ulted. He could have ulted him back into the fire giant so his team could then turn, auto a few times, finish him off, and then switch right back to the fire giant. So instead, Nox died, and realistically, the Athena could have made his way into steal. Definitely should have just killed him. He was like, there was no reason not to just switch and kill the Athena real quick. Some people get a little ahead of themselves and antsy at the fire giant. They don't take their time. Usually, if you're doing an objective and only one person is coming in to try to steal it, you should kill them. Like 95% of the time, you should kill them, unless you have like a Scylla ult or Falcon ult or something to secure that's just more damage than whatever that person's gonna bring in. Unless you have that, you should be killing the Athena, the Sobek, whoever it is. Just kill them and take away the risk. It's much better. So that is the game. Hopefully this helped you guys out a little bit. I'm going to be knocking out a lot of these coaching videos here in the next week. Hopefully you like this, and I will see you all in either the video later or the video tomorrow. See y'all later.
Sacred stone. Oh, this you crazy mother.